My name is Matthew Boedy. I'm the author of The Seven Mountains Mandate, exposing the dangerous plan to Christianize America and destroy democracy. In this video, I want to talk about the mountain of religion. When I first began writing about the Seven Mountains Mandate, specifically the mountain of religion, I was confused. All the other mountains were under the control of Satan, under control of demonic power. But the mountain of religion was the church. How could the church be under that control? And that is the central argument of advocates of the Seven Mountains Mandate, that the church has not done enough. The church has been passive. The church has not recognized that it is being influenced by the culture. And with that, they want to propose or have the church members, congregates, believers practice what's called a biblical citizenship. The idea behind biblical citizenship began with really democratic actions to influence lawmaking, to influence lawmakers, and to make sure they pass ideas that Christians would agree with. It also meant keeping tabs on local city councils and local school districts and things like that. But the modern version of the Seven Mountains Mandate, especially through Turning Point USA, has added anti-democratic elements to that. It's not just empowering church members as individuals to go out and work in government or to influence government. They want to create the idea of the church itself as a command center to be deployed against government, against the other cultural institutions. So the idea of retaking the mountain of religion means to take the demonic control or demonic power and put it back into the hands of Christians through the idea of biblical citizenship. When I say the church is set to be deployed against the other institutions, specifically government, in the minds of the Seven Mountains Mandate, what they're suggesting is there's a large spiritual war, spiritual battle going on in America. And this spiritual war is being fought by the church against the other institutions. Eventually, of course, their idea is the church would win this spiritual war, this spiritual battle, and that the institution would be Christianized. So for the mountain of religion, to retake the mountain of religion both means to incentivize or to energize or to get individual Christians to practice their biblical citizenship. But it also means to see the church as a whole, as an organization that does things as a whole. So its power is a command center in a spiritual war. Its power is a moral conscience of the nation, but its power is also to work at local and state levels to run government. Its individual members certainly could be elected to office, but the idea of government being run by the church means that the church leaders would be not just the moral fashioners, the moral conscience but also be the mountain of religion becomes center to the other mountains. This idea of biblical citizenship expands to the church as a whole because of the spiritual war being fought. I think there are two important questions you consider when thinking about the mountain of religion. One, what is America's founding documents, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence? How do they define religious liberty? And second, if the Seven Mountains Mandate wants to define the church as the command center for government, what does that mean for the religious liberty of non-Christian religions, of adherents to those religions? How does religious liberty play into the future for the Seven Mountains Mandate?